Time, I'm a god like Cronus, I'm a Muda, and I stay ferocious. Watching prey so hopeless as my prey approaches. Even maimed and broken as the pain is potent. I manipulate my puppets, I don't need hypnosis. Leaving breathless, like it's tuberculosis. I don't need no motors, leaving diaphobic. And the Jojo poses, give them scoliosis. Blade sting, yellow jacket, all gold. Ferris casket, sink ships like the Titanic. Leave you dripping red like a ketchup packet. Scared when I'm freezing. Time, now that I'm in my prime. Rapping a drip so fine, like Hatsune Miku, the world is mine. We weight bodies like vacuuming, blow you away like a cacuin. Control them like mannequins, watching in panic and steamrolling people know that's human trafficking. Murdering puppies but Jonathan's weak, he ain't got nothing on John Wick. Feel like a shepherd and you and my sheep, better bow down to your god, bitch. I control the world, 全て無駄 Guess who's in control? このディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだ I control the world 全て無駄 Guess who's in control? このディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだ My daddy popped off with a drop off, pop a cap, opening his mouth like a mad dog, bad dog, put him in the furnace. I'm a vampire, how my name got shit. I'm a god, so I applaud as a water though. The only has to stop with those in the clocks, so. What do I need again? What you mad as though? Hit you with a muda overflow, you can't kill me, yo. 暗闇から現れ牙。島の供養どもフロー、不思議の鳥ビバ。日が沈む時こそタイムタイム、ジョナサンズだろう。俺にはランチタイム、監視タイム。この世を支配、敵など次第。見るだけ痛い、期待通りに裏切る機会。137分、時間に期待、yo。Hit you with the fist and make a wish. Hit a quit your little trip across the desert. And I'm not gonna stop till your blood drips down on your granddad's sweatshirt. Stone Mask chose me, bow down before me. You don't wanna see this boy go crazy. It's all useless. You say, who's this? Only the biggest film to set foot on Egypt. I control the world. 全て無駄 Guess who's in control? このディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだ I control the world 全て無駄 Guess who's in control? このディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだこのディオだ
What's up, Shin? How you doing? Apologies that we still haven't gotten the stream bot set up, but also no one has resent me their shit, although now that I think about it, I think I might have everyone's sound files still locked away somewhere. Well, let's head to desktop live since I'm more or less ready. Let me check that though while I'm actively thinking about it. Yeah, I still have everyone's shit, so I just have to figure out which is what for everyone and reset it up. Okay, cool. That saves me some time at least. Alright. I have to remember to move those to a different file if I ever plan to remove SoundPad, but it's not like SoundPad's eating up that much hard drive space, so fuck it. How are you doing this evening, Shin? Ed? Oh man, they didn't even give me a chance to fucking snooze it this time. What ass. Alright, well, welcome back, welcome back. Yeah, they didn't even give me a chance to like mute the ads this time, so I don't know, whatever. But the Sturberana, I think I still have that floating around somewhere. Should be in the files. I don't think I deleted any in that aspect. But so we're working on a logo for a dude that I used to make music with for a short while back in the day when I was trying to become a rapper of some renown. Failing. I think we're gonna try and do something similar to how we MC Borg. No, I just went by Munch-Dawg. I go by Munch-Dawg in everything I do. Which is why it's weird for me in this current class to be going by, like, MD graphics. Which, actually, let me show that off. Let me show my work off a little bit there. So, this is what I had to do for, class recently. I had to create business cards, new logos, letterheads, which I've opted to stick with this one in particular. I just like the aesthetic of it more. I've kind of fallen in love with my little skull guy. And then I had to create leave behind pieces. So I opted to make sticker designs based off of this design. And I think I did pretty well personally, but my teacher's a little hypercritical if you ask me. I'm not sure if I want to do outlines or solid shapes for this. I'm only charging 30 bucks, so I think we're just gonna do solid shapes. Or solid lines. Outlines. I mean, most of his points are valid. It's just frustrating because, like, I think I'm doing better than several of the other students in my class personally, and well, I can only imagine what he's saying to those guys.
Temples apart and I take lives. Better take 5 on the late 9 of the realms congregate within a great light. Let them know that playtime's over. I'm wiser and older. Try getting closer from hatred.
Like, I understand where he's coming from. I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, clearly he does to some degree. He's a fucking professor of graphics in multiple schools. Like, he has to have some sort of fucking chops and experience in the industry for that, right? That's generally how that works. You want to say something some bitches need to learn? What do some bitches need to learn? And only if it's not gonna get me fucking struck. The anticipation is killing me, Shin. I feel like it's some kind of cardinal sin to put an Xbox controller on top of a PlayStation, but fuck it.
your butt kicked by the dude with the spray tips. Heard it for some dough, so I need to go. So I stay hungry, I need the foes. Made a few bad moves, but I keep it close. So you better keep on your toes. Spike Spiegel was keeping evil from your doorstep, all without being lethal. Cash your checks, balls got a pair of those. Lock and load, clips in my Jericho. It's pretty crazy the life we lead. Jet black in the crew with a crazy team.
Some bitches need to learn. But if they need to learn shit. I think we're gonna bring the outlines down a little bit.
Mess with the young code, going gung-ho. Want me better than I finish you in one blow. More godly than long nose. Your worst thoughts, I've done those. Cause darkness is infinite, killing it. I do not care about innocence. I started wars with the dead on the floor. It's all part of my cause to be infamous. We are too different. Broken the worst out of prison. These killers are now on my bankroll. I've murdered for powers and nobody's stopping me. Leaving them all in a black hole. No backbone. You cowards ain't nothing. I made the globe quake. I'ma leave your dreams dead. Luffy like your bro Ace.
One finger on the throat. Now they choke you for air. Heroes are a joke to me. Hope isn't there.
Oh, just some bitches need to learn? Oh, I see, I see. Sorry, I missed the just there. I'm dumb. Also tired. The baby woke me up a bunch last night. I got, like, baby punched awake several times. Turns out when you're not expecting it and you're completely relaxed from sleeping, it kind of catches you extra off guard when all of a sudden just a little...
I've been fighting through pain and strife, so it's likely I might lose it. Know that my dogs have you in their sight, they pry that eye of Anubis. Don't dare mock with those rare hunters, they tear numbers from life pools. Rock and vaporize and smoke, you know it's not that type of jewel. Can't harm Marek, I'm barbaric, my mind's twisted like the card back is I'm dark magic. He's a fast banished to the shadow realm while I laugh at him. Didn't fare so well with the pharaoh girl, so that when it took my...
Well, thank you, Shin.
She said I was 1,000 times better than you, getting a millennium
I
rod.
take your planet, make it my country. Bow down and love me, you filthy monkey. I make them panic, there's none above me. Bow down and love me. This ain't even my final form. Yo, it's a golden one, it's overdone. So let it go, cause I'm colder than frozen sun. Get my point with a death ball of this beam and destroying my best form. Then I scream, Lord Freeze, I'm winning. The great villain, I say chillin', I can just kill Krillin. Make a worm stop living in your world, go missing in this rhythm will explode in about 5 minutes. I started off so cold, couldn't fight the hunger, my soul hadn't grown whole. Want the taste, I know. Give me all the power and control that you roll. If you want me, you can find me playing Gungi. Used to think that there was no one left that was above me. Evolution of the mind is proving that you might be something. So I spend my final minutes holding on to what I love. There's no recovery, yeah. Formerly human, but now I've turned to a demon. I've turned your hair red like
The chair's being a bitch. I'm just slowly going like... I appreciate you, buddy. Hopefully Plan B will not happen. Breaking news, a man from Europe came across seas simply to beat the ever-loving shit out of a random graphics design teacher. When asked why, he simply stated the man didn't have vision.
Emotions out of sight, out of mind. My heart hollow, so it's hollow tips to your chest. Your whole squad getting olified.
Coming to lead, coming to feast, gonna rain hell in you sheep. This is what we want at least, we just want a piece. I'm not who you thought I would be. Overpowered to the peak, or you call it weak. You better hope it's tongue in cheek. They better know it isn't me. I'm not who you seek. You're looking for a different league. You're gonna flee because I'm getting tired of these humans trying to make us look stupid. I've been reincarnated lately. I've turned myself a bit ruthless. It's true. I got more patience. I've waited years for this chance, and who knew that I looked up to the person I say I am.
I'm saying, Henny, are you okay? The one who don't play, honestly, don't care how many show 'em when you won't slay. Mess with the creator, I will make it when you don't say nothing, cause you fear my very essence and you won't pray. I'm that man, you can catch hands, I never lack fam. Attack and watch me snap and leave you flat, man. That's facts, damn. I'm a Batman, so relax, plan. Every single move, don't let me curse you, it's a rap, fam.
Yeah, back from the dead, all Shinobi's about to drop. When I send rounds at him, that Onoki couldn't stop. When the fire release you, die you deceased. Bitch, I'm cooking, I'ma put your hidden.
We're not cutting my ear off. I like music and podcasts too much.
You ain't going through my heart, then you all getting boxed. You alarmed, then you shot, there's no ceasing my wrath. You'll get
Also, I wear glasses, and that would make that really hard.
pads. Modern.
Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back, but it twinkle.
It didn't work. That's not why he became famous. That's just the factor about his life that stuck out to historians later. They were like, wow, this dude was so fucked mentally. He cut his own ear off and sent it to a bitch.
Let me give him that big sword energy, graceful deadly. Play my melody, slay all enemies. They can't threaten me, take what's meant for me. Lay my legacy, make you a memory. Come through heavenly, none can step to me. Hate and family, heed what I'm telling you. If they bring the weaponry, slap that in me, till leave the place forever.
Yes, he has famous paintings.
Kill your culture, son of Genova. The true life stream owner. Dropping on your gal and a poker. You get left in a coma. Avalanche walk, you're a snowflake on a boulder. I've been closure, bow down till it's over. I already told you.
Okay, but that's like saying Jeremy Clarkson is famous because he started a farm.
Man down, now it's time for the angel of death, make a cloud like rainfall. Your end, make it slow, make it painful. One ring on the back when it twinkle.
Name on the book on the front page, turn a lizard to a winner, call that chump change. When I come of age, I'm a hurricane, red cloud like mist with a blood spray. On the uptake, yeah, I'm gonna be so bitterly top of the league, full victory, drop of the beat, no killer bee, cancel the heat, stay clock a wee hickory, dickory, dock. Kage, you're killing your god.
I mean, I could start a farm. Those are expensive here. Also, I hate manual labor. I mean, sure. If I have when are you trying to do this?
Squad, we putting in work, we turn it up, yeah. Put my fist to the earth, we turn it up, yeah.
Make it bleed till it hurts, we turn it up, yeah. Team 7 back source of my hatred is dying, so I seek the power that I need, and this team is confining. Try and read the writing on the wall or get left with the lightning. Chidori sounding like the screams of my clan and my culture. Wearing nuclear on my back and the hate on my shoulders. Now I'm surrounded by these snakes that behaving like vultures. I know this vengeance is consuming me over and over. Used to have the strongest vision, now I see darkness and heartache. Living in the shadow of a brother who should have been Kage. The ones I recognize, police are refusing to disregard me. I wanna sever these bonds, so tell me why would you discard me?
Squad, we putting in work, we turn it up, yeah.
Put my fist to the earth, we turn it up, yeah.
Make 'em bleed.
Ingenuity, see? Hold on. Let me... Here.
Listen up, don't ask me any questions about the mask or you'll be written up. My orbital area's filled with overdose Sheridan. Now my left eye's glowing red like I smoked half of a Philly blunt. I'll copy your moves like a facsimile. I'm like an encyclopedia of jutsu.
So,
Hello,
hello.
it's me. If you cut your ear off, you can be as famous as Da Vinci.
That's doubtful.
I swear it will work.
Just think about what my wife will do to you if you actually manage to convince me of this.
I feel like she already hates me.
He doesn't hate you.
I feel like she's got like a random book of people she just wants to slightly punch in the side, and I'm in it.
Listen, one of her best friends is here, and all I have seen her do is whoop his ass the entire time he's here.
My point exactly.
Okay, but you missed that first word of best friend.
I know, and imagine what she'll do to somebody who isn't. It's just an acquaintance.
I mean, when you put it like that. No, I'm not cutting my ear off. For a variety of reasons.
Well, if it's not plan B, then plan C. May have to be in order.
Another major factor in why not is that I spent so long gauging my earlobes, I'm not about to cut them off.
Well, if you don't want to do plan B, then plan C will have to be in order.
What the fuck is plan C?
Try and convince a bunch of Italian people that you're really good at painting. You like churches, right?
No. Me and church don't get along that well.
Are you good at building sculptures?
Maybe?
Out of marble.
No, I've never worked with marble.
God damn it, man, Munchie. How in the world are we going to enact all these plans so you can get your own TV show where your last name is practically
fucking
involved
TV
with a
show.
bunch of turtles
That sounds awful. That sounds horrific. I don't want my own TV show.
How in the world are we going to not do all these plans to the point that the whole point is to get you to have your own kids' TV show where your last name is embedded in every single turtle that lives in a sewer?
I'm assuming by the fact that Julie hasn't commented yet to my response of sure, when are we trying to do this? Because I got this and homework that she's talking with.
I'm guessing she hasn't got the volume on.
I mean, the fact that she actively asked me a question first, I would assume she would have the volume on.
Well, you seem to respond to me.
I don't know. Didn't hear a phone pause when you turned your car off. I said, when are we trying to do this? Because I got this, I got homework, and I got doodles.
I mean, none of this will happen if your art teacher just acknowledges you.
I mean, he said plenty of good shit about my stuff, too. He just was very critical. Which, I mean, honestly, as irritating as it is, in a certain sense, I appreciate it, because I've had teachers that are like, you're doing great, now notes. So then I don't really have anything to incorporate into my, like, the sections of the class where I'm supposed to be incorporating feedback.
Oh, by the way, just so you know, my mate Team Money may be texting me later to play some fighting games, just so you know.
Oh, yeah.
The last time I left you, out of nowhere, you ended up having a mental breakdown. I still feel bad about that.
I didn't have a mental breakdown, I was just worried I'd offended you.
No, you can never offend me. The only time you can ever offend me is if you don't do art the way you want to do it.
Ugh.
The moment I see a unicorn that does not have its head severed, that's when I'll be worried.
Just make a list while we chat. Okay. Sounds good.
I've been having some thoughts lately.
Yeah.
And I just don't know. I don't know if I should act on them because of how long I've done a certain thing, but I feel like I may be just paranoid and I might just keep everything the way it is, but I'm not that sure on it.
What are we talking about?
I was thinking about changing my Twitch name, but not too much. Just.
Dude, you've already changed your Twitch name like 3 times in the time that I've known you.
Oh, but like, not changing it overly, but just changing it enough that it'll be different.
But why? You have an entire theme.
I know I've kind of changed the theme a little bit because instead of having the House of Shin, where my stuff was meant to be like fighting game related, but unfortunately, when it comes to the Twitchiverse, people don't want to watch your shit unless you can do a 12-hit combo that does like 5 bazillion damage.
Or if you suck horrifically, that's also something that draws a crowd.
It doesn't draw the crowd I want, because how much I think I do suck at fighting games. T-Money doesn't think so. T-Money and his other friend David have both agreed that somehow I don't have rust. I'm unrustable.
I mean, that's a
Apparently
good...
I've not been in a fighting game for like a month, come back and know every combo I need to know.
I mean,
Which, to be
that's
honest, I'm kind of blaming the autism for that.
Yeah, that's probably accurate. I mean, you say blame as if that's a bad thing. I would kill to have that. Fucking, I stopped playing Soul Calibur with my boy Benny because he would practice. He had been practicing for years, and I was super out of practice. And I spent like 3 weeks in a row just getting whipped,
But
like a fucking kid in a Catholic school who pissed off the matron.
now I'm just like doing random games. So I've just been thinking about changing my name up a little bit, and I've changed the server as well. Instead of the server being my dojo, it's more of a castle kind of thing.
Julie, you still in chat? What do you think?
I've been thinking about renaming it to the Kingdom of Shin.
That just sounds the same as the House of Shit. Like, if you're gonna revamp your channel, like make it something substantial.
Think of what?
See, I don't have suggestions because I liked the House of Shin. I liked Oni King.
Like, that's the whole thing. Like, I am the only king. Like, and I like the idea of like having like the only king has a castle that like that has, and his castle is above a city that's got his subjects that work on on like an idea of there's a shop, but the reason the shop has its continent has the items, it's like the reason there's a shop, and the reason this shop has the product it has is because of another shop, and the reason that that shop has what the product it has because it's another shop, and that's how it works.
Honestly, you put way more thought into this than I ever do. I've just always been Munch-Dawg since like grade
I'm
school, so
always,
Munch-Dawg is what I've gone with everywhere. I guess I like to keep it
like, I've
simple
never
and
really,
not
that's
put
the
so
thing,
much thought into shit like
really,
that.
I've never really had a nickname ever, except me dad, who calls me Steve-O.
Dude, can't go with that one because that's kind of copyrighted.
I know, right? But
Although that'd be hilarious.
um,
Just imagine you decide to go with like fucking like King Steve-O of Fuck Mountain or some shit like that, and Steve-O pops in your
well,
chat
I'm
like,
not
"Who
gonna
the
go with
fuck are you?"
Steve-O. I'm not gonna go with Steve-O because that's my that's got something to do with my government name, and I don't want to do anything with it.
I mean, no
But
one would know that shit unless you said something. Hi,
well,
Fishy. What do you think of Shin wanting to change his Twitch channel up again? Because, like, when we first met him, he was going by Shin Jack. And then he went
yeah,
to
I was going
Oni
by
King.
Shinjak, and
Then he went to the
then
House of Shin.
I had Shinjak, and well, at first I had Shin Martian Noob, and then I had Shin Martian Null.
Fishy says do whatever. Fishy
I had Shin
Fishy
Martian.
lives his life very carefree in this type of thing.
I had the Shin Martian Noob, and then I had Shin Martian Null, and then I had Shinjak, and then I had the House of Shin.
That's fair. It's like, I'm kind of thinking of it in a sense of branding. Like, if he's trying to rebrand himself, then I feel like a rebranding should be significant. Not just like a slight alteration to title.
No offense taken, Fishy. Any advice is good advice. It just depends on how you react to the advice, is how much of a dickhead either you or I become. Which, it's fair. Oh, by the way, I just hit 220 followers.
Nice.
Woo-woo.
I don't know where the fuck I'm at with that. I don't keep track of my followers anymore.
I'll tell you. Give it a minute.
I don't want to know.
Alright, doesn't matter.
That's true. You're smaller. You're small time. So now would be the time to like figure out how you want to brand yourself. That is a good point.
I do want to be the only king. I do. I want to keep, like, I just feel like I don't know. I feel like the Kingdom of Shin sounds kind of cool, but I feel like it's too much of a mouthful. You know?
Yeah. That is a bit of a mouthful, admittedly.
Jason said around 260 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, from what I looked, it said you had 268 followers.
Yeah. I don't get a ton of new followers. I don't know. But I'm also not out here actively like attempting to garner new followers. Like I'm just here to do art. If I run out of commissions, I'll go back to what I was doing before I had commissions, which was just do my own shit.
I mean, it was just something I was dwelling on, mate.
I look like a cocaine-addicted tattoo artist with my ponytail. OBS transitions, restart your Discord, get some actual banners and scenes made. I bought my scenes for like $30.
Same. I think about the $30 though.
Like I'm not ashamed to admit that I bullshitted my way into this aesthetic. Use base. Yeah, I use
exactly
base
where-
OBS as well.
I know exactly where you bought your scenes because I bought them in the same place.
Yeah.
Because I remember going on my scenes, and I remember going on the website. I was like, "Oh, let's see what I can do, see what I can use." Looked around, and I seen yours. I was like, "That fucker."
I told everyone I bought that shit. I didn't fucking make any false
Even though I was
claims.
like, "Oh, that's where he gets it."
Yeah, dude. I think Sean showed me the site. It's great. I was like, oh,
Oh,
cool.
Josh showed me the site. I seen one. I really liked it, and then Josh
Maybe you need to
used
go to
it.
stream
I was
elements or some
like-
shit. Have no idea how to do all the transition shits or crap. I mean, if you buy pre-made transitions and scenes, then it's just plug and play. Then you just have to allocate you just have to set up the files like in the program. Like
I found a transition that I really liked, so I wanted to use it, and then I found out like 1 or 2 weeks later, Josh uses it. I'm like, eh? I'm like, what the fuck, bruh? But not gonna lie, I love the Only King stuff. I love being the Only King. And I don't think I'll ever want to stop being the Only King. It's just the name, just from the house to the kingdom is what I'm considering.
what about like Castle Shinjack?
No.
See, I'm bad at that kind of shit. Like that's why this class I'm currently in is a fucking struggle for me. Is like I've never really put much thought into my branding. I was just like, I'm Munch-Dawg, let's roll with that. I've always been Munch-Dawg. That's kind of just my identity at this point.
Yeah, I've never really had a nickname because I've never really had people who cared about me enough to give me one.
Castle Jack Jack. Julie says Shinjack Castle.
Nah. Like I said, I want to keep like the idea I'm having. It's either the House of Shin or the Castle of Shin. No, the Kingdom of Shin. God damn it, Julie. Either the Kingdom of Shin or the House of Shin. But the one thing that makes me happy is that when I go and see my mate,
How about let's like break it down a little more so it's a little easier to roll off the tongue. How about Shin Kingdom?
Nah.
Because okay, let's go off the translation of Shin. Like one of the 5 definitions I could find of Jackie boy. I go. One of the several definitions I found of Shinjack or of Shin from Japanese to English was true. So Shin Kingdom would be true kingdom.
And that's why I picked the House of Shin, because it's the House of the True.
It still doesn't quite.
Like,
I feel like you're going too wordy with it.
And that's when, like, the House of the True is like people who are true to themselves, people who are like true to themselves and all that. So it's like the truth, like it's like honesty and honesty with like the honor of fighting, honesty, truth, this, that, and the other. So, and to be honest, Shin came from Shin Akuma, who was with Akuma meaning devil. So he was the true devil. But I just like the House of the True. I just liked it. Anyway, me mate texted us and told us he's ready, so I'm gonna go.
Alright, have a good night, dude.
Love you, bro.
Love
Don't cut your ear off without me.
Make that the next channel point challenge. Well, we're gonna hop out of Discord then. My chair keeps dropping lower and lower. I'm slowly becoming a little person. This is bullshit. I'm gonna fucking put a pipe fastener on this stupid thing and just keep it where it's at. No, don't cut my ear off for stream challenge. Alright. Alright, I'll be good. Yeah, Julie would whip my ass. She would sew my ear back on just to tear it back off. I'm hoping to at least get the outlining for this done today because, as I said in my announcement on Discord, this is my last stream for the week because of the wedding. And I don't want to keep dude waiting too long, given that, like, this is my first commission for him. I'd like to get it done in a relatively timely manner. See, I know my wife, guys. I know her violent tendencies. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. She is a wonderful woman who would 100% whip my ass if I did some dumb shit like that. But in all honesty, if I did some stupid shit like that, the ass whipping would be deserved. How are we feeling about this so far? Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited to see you too, Ghoul. I think this is turning out well. Thank you. Oh, didn't intend for that to be what happened there. Brains, yeah. So this is a logo we're working on. I was considering doing solid shapes again, but I felt like I would be quicker doing line work. And going off of an ink drawing where I specifically drew it with lining instead of like kind of guesstimating what the shapes would be and shit. I just felt more comfortable going this route. So hopefully he's happy with the end result. The one major downside I'm finding to these fucking dreads, as far as streaming goes, is they dig into the top of my head way worse than if my hair was normally how it is. It is a smidge uncomfortable after a prolonged period of time. Ow. Did it dumb somewhere. we'll throw extra curve in there. Pretty good. It might be a little too dark. Can't mess with it too much though, because I don't want to fuck up the connection points. Also, I apologize, we haven't been doing, like, I thought about this on as I started stream today. I apologize that we haven't been doing much of the stream writers lately. I plan on getting back into that once I have my stream bot re-established and set back up.
stamped when I hit the scene. Pull threads and I stitch the seam. I'm equipped to bleed him for the green. Makes red like a shifting season. Shifting reason, shifting motive, shifting seas. A shifting ocean, shifting gears. I'll shift the motion. Swiftly beat your simple dome and hit delete. Can't sit the throne, I'm a god. I'm a tyrant in the bigger picture. You're not me, you're not a vine within the written scripture. If you're weak, you lose your life. A sea of thieves conform to fight the feet to beat the royal giants more than 6 elixir. Beating me's a lie you will never share in the grand crowd. I'm a conqueror, conquer land for the fam now. I'm the donkey, I'll drop and conquer a stare. I don't listen to the law, I'm the one who would put his hand down. Lead me to the fire, fire, but this smile never burns. I'm reaching higher, higher. I'll take everything I've earned and see desire, desire. You will move how you're required. Don't fight it while you're wired by the righteous one above.
Where am I? Anybody here that might care? It's a cold world, sorta like a little nightmare. And all I have's this little raincoat, the night air chills to the bone, more than other children might bear. But I gotta keep my chin up, keep my senses hype. Why am I in this position and why I'm fighting to stay alive? I'm frightened, but can't let it get the best of me. Lying to myself like dying isn't in my destiny. Gotta keep my pace, keep it moving steadily and stealthily, cause otherwise I'll end another recipe. Therapy's necessity, after this visit heavily. I've seen a few things that have messed with me, tested mentally. They're monsters, eating the children endlessly. Empathy, incredibly absent and irrepressible memory. I wanna see the light of day, and my life expectancy is hinging on the fact that I don't navigate recklessly.
Get over here, you're looking mighty tasty. Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady. Get over here, you're looking mighty tasty. Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just
I feel like this is gonna turn out great. Like, I was really happy with the rough draft, so I really hope that the end result is also awesome.
Yo, I had an early premonition I would make it out. The rotten captives in the cells don't even scream or shout. Having doubts, demons of this prison blocking every route. Here and now, creatures drinking blood as if they've seen a drought. Escape the prison, hear the cries of the unknown. Scattering gnomes and snatching children straight up out their homes. The catacombs and bag of bones are spies I roam. Awoke the janitor, the eyes watching every zone. Can't see me, this isn't TV or a dream, I'm in a nightmare. Chef put out the menu, cooking me is what they might share. With the guests I have to best my fears, I'm feeling weak. Monster running through my veins is coming out for a peek. Ha!
get over here, you're looking mighty tasty. Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady. Get over here, you're looking mighty tasty. Crawl into this cage if you want to get to safety. It's just me, trust me, don't be hasty. You see these long arms, they're here for hugs, lady.
So here, just getting a few things done. All right, well, I appreciate you hanging out. I think I might make these a couple of sizes smaller still.
Anakin, the anti-paladin is really back again and managing to turn all of your soldiers into mannequins. They stagger when the force is grabbing them. Now they're stammering and panicking and channeling darkness. Got me mad again, I'm piercing your heart. Lyrical traveling and traveling to different planets. When I get bored, they send them scrambling like, oh my god, he's really battering, attacking and damaging all the members when my gathering scattering. No light burning within me, I'm empty, I lost everything, got nothing to lose simply. A bad deserve to be killed. Let's be real, make the hardest scream a mean squeal. Master of the darkness, massacring artist. Choke the fat rebel, see you walking through the farthest. Turn your favorite masters to dearly depart. I'm saying he was such a nice boy when he started. The dark side, let it take over. Don't try to fight. Listen to my words all in the mic. All day, kill them all with one strike. Feel the dark side, let it take over. Don't try to fight. Listen to my words all in the mic. All day, kill them all with one strike. The dark force guides me, attacks your psyche. It replies you will die if you try to fight me. You feeling a little cutthroat, kill yourself. I had Luke's limbs expelled and bid for well. My own son, I don't give a damn, this is war. I am hardcore, you can go ahead and parkour, but you still ain't getting out the front door. I am the lord of the dark side, have you begging down on all fours. I've heard this conversation in all forms. In the end, I still will use your head as a dartboard. Think I need a saber? I smack you with the cardboard sword to your sword. Got force throws galore, and I store any energy pours through my pores till I'm bored. I implore you back down no more. You will feel the true wrath of a Sith bloodbath on behalf of the all-black man of the myth. Now you really dead and I cannot control my composure. I need to murder something. Once I get it started, the motor can only keep running. I am a composer of death with every murderous breath. I'm trying to further my rep by Persian the best. The power and insurgent possess, incurring the rest on anyone observing and just disturbing events. Your fighting is discerning at best. It's learn from the best to die for some dignity rest. See? Now you got me all worked up. Whole cities had to die for that one verse burnt up. With your whole body from the earth up. I am Lord Vader giving new meaning to the phrase turned up. Now you got me all worked up. Whole cities had to die for that one verse burnt up. With your whole body from the earth up. I am Lord Vader giving new meaning to the phrase turned up. The dark side, let it take over. Don't try to fight. Listen to my words all in the mic. Lord Vader.
Keep it blue for now. Got my fucking head. If I like balance it on like the bun, that seems to hurt less. We'll do that.
Into the land of the sinful heathen, using alloy steel, decapitate and defeat them. We're not trained to ever think of retreating, so we had to learn how to specialize our breathing. Suddenly humans under the illusion of freedom. You don't even know you are living among the demons. Muzangi Butsuji on the loose, and when we see him, we locate the virus to stop it spreading and breeding. These demons were humans with morals, but they exchanged them to gain abilities like magic and regeneration. Please keep that in mind any moment you try to face them, because you can't feel a sense of remorse when it's time to waste them. Tanjiro Kamado's little sister living so quietly, entangled up in the affairs of a secret society. The breadwinner from the mountains, metamorphosis from a life that is humble now to a life living so violently. Said you love me, but loving me was an accident. Love me like an accident. Said you need me, but you don't wanna do this again. But now we're doing this again. Can't forget me, cause still I'm waking up in your bed. And now I'm even in your head. So love me like an accident. Love me like an accident. A slayer's world is like a drain full of evil forces. If you bow that life, don't get sucked inside the vortex. There's demons with kanji symbols right inside their cortex. They find you and they surround you like a swarm of locusts. Stand too close to a fountain of blood and you'll be soaking. To be the perfect slayer, you need to mask your emotions. Call for backup when you see the leader.
I guess we're just giving up on being tall today.
Especially if you provoke them. The daggers in the hearts of demons who in the building. It's a fight for the souls of warriors trying to kill them. The assignments are yours and it's your quest to fulfill them and save them from the creatures that stalking women and children. My position's the same as a general or major, so just salute me. Try not to do me any favors. Labor of love? Nah, this is my love of labor. Put everything on Slayer so that we can make a wager, homie. Said you love me, but was an accident. Love me like an accident. Said you need me, but you don't wanna do this again.
Am I missing any major like points of detail? I don't think so. Of the hair, rings of the eyes. I might make these gray, but I kind of like the yellow. I don't know. Yellow, or as your cousin said when he was a child, Lello. He used to say Lello too. I don't know how to respond to this. One of my best friends just called me a... I can't say it on Twitch because it's technically a slur, but he's Mexican, so I think it's fine. I can't say it, but he called me the B word. Oh shit. Oh, snooze them ads. We got 30 minutes left to get this line work done. Instead of tornado was bornado. That's kind of adorable.
Two pennies, which one won? Both two clowns with an itch undone. One from the past, claiming he's better. One from the future, claiming he's terror. Not up to me, the choice it is yours. Fear it is locked, who opens your doors? Either way, death is certain. Penny your penny or closing your curtains. Hey there, bucko. Original OG checking in. Don't pretend like you don't know me. I'm a menace. Go and get cozy while I dispatch these loser club.
Hold on. ADD kicked in hard there. I just had to finish what I was doing. Whenever your mom would see him when he was a toddler, she would say, "Hey, baby." She had to stop because when he went to the doctors, guess what he said to them? That's pretty great.
One from the future, claiming he's terror. Not up to me, the choice it is yours. Fear it is locked, who opens your doors? Either way, death is certain. Penny your penny or closing your curtains. New and improved, I'm taking your blueprint. Made it so mentally, every kids lose grip. Horror I am, and terror incarnate. And when I target, nothing but carnage. Chain of the darkness, making them float. Don't need to act on a joke to provoke. Remember Georgie, bright yellow coat? I traded his arm for the chance at a boat. I am the past, you're not even scary. I am the fear that is swallowing dairy. Camp on the sidelines, make balloon animals while I try to fit this kid in my mandibles. Not even relevant, give your advice. You're even a joke in this rap battle, Christ. I'm taking this thing to new heights, so look for the sequel. I'm doing this twice, so that's how it is. You figured this out. I you'll fit in your mouth. Thespian clown should honor my presence. Your spirit is rising with every sentence. Listen, you hack, I'll give you a present. Come in real close, cause shouting's unpleasant. There you go, Penny, I've got a surprise. Now look at the light while I eat you alive. 2 pennies, which one won? Both 2 clowns with an itch undone. One from the past, claiming he's better. One from the future, claiming he's terror. Not up to me, the choice it is yours. Fear it is locked, who opens your doors? Either way, death is certain. Penny or closing your curtains. 2 pennies, which one won? Both 2 clowns with an itch undone. One from the past, claiming he's better. One from the future, claiming he's terror. Not up to me, the choice it is yours. Fear it is locked, who opens your doors?
Snooze.
Either way, death is certain. Penny or closing your curtains.
All right. I think that's all the lining. We should add a little bit of little something under the eye sockets. Not too much, just, you know, something.
Looks like it wrapped in semantics. I'm getting tired of your antics. Appearances causing a panic. I'm getting sick of all you organics, leaving you stranded. Don't understand it. Something so precious. How is it handed? Multiple lives and something outlandish. How do you manage? Your fear's intoxicating, but that's just a taste of me. Take a gamble, you just laughing in the face of me. Push it off and think existence is just make believe. Your time is up, be thinking, speaking destiny. Don't lie. You can run away, well you can try. I'm the one that's hunting with the light off. Never take a night off. Taxing all my enemies. Your life is just a ride off. Got 'em live. I feel the dots of the reaper tonight. Oh, my end is near. Your wrath is getting old. There's no way of return. Turn so dark, come and go.
I'm gonna donate to the challenge. We're not doing that to Julie. That's just building the suspense for when it finally happens. We're already almost halfway there. Might as well get it over with. Giving your points, alright. Alright, I think that's everything. That isn't gonna end up being shading. Like, we're gonna get the actual graphic done first, and then he said he wanted to see it with, like, the actual name Slime Music.
You say only like that isn't a substantial amount.
I mean, just in case we don't like what happens, we're gonna save a copy of all these lines off to the side. At least that was the fucking plan, but Illustrator decided to be a shit for some reason just now. At this point, y'all should know the routine. Expand, merge, combine.
I'm a vigilante now, right? You don't want me. You don't need the Spider-Man, right?
Expand, merge, and group.
Okay. I got something for you.
Expand, divide, and merge. There we go. That's the process, idiot. Good job, Munchie.
Hey there, guys. It's the neighborhood Spider-Man, making you pay the Pied Piper of a stealth striker. Have you ever had a sky-high high-five catching these
Last snooze. We might actually make it to the end of the stream before. Jesus Christ. I only have those kinds of numbers in like Sean and James's streams, and I haven't been able to build anymore in those because they don't really stream at the same time as me these days. What do you think of Visago? They were nice. They didn't stick around for long because, you know, homework and kids and shit, but they seemed very nice. They were talkative. I appreciate that. Yeah, the model was cool. I liked that. I was like, ooh, devil model, I like.
Dear Father, I'm sorry you're not proud. Sparta's hard enough for a dropout. You should have watched me fall down. Hit the ground running, it's a marathon now. From marble, my heart's been carved out. Chisel the doubt off, vision is sharp now. Don't bother the bull if you're not into horns. You're bringing my in a minotaur. Knocked down and got frowned upon. Lost count of how far I've come. I tower on Mount Olympus. Now gods will bow, thunderclaps be gone. Fuck destiny, it never meant shit. What's family? I've been neglected. Tossed off a cliff, never dead. This rejected kid just got resurrected. If a road opponent would be epic, take notes, Homer, I'm a legend. Cause I descended from Leonidas, and my touch is twice as deadly as Midas. One thing you're never gonna see, an army of 300 stopping me. Forget infos and oracle prophecies, you're not in charge of me. Democracy. So far I don't gotta creep, and stopping corruption is my philosophy. Geometry, I've got degrees. Smart, since when can a Spartan read? Oh, Herodotus, come along with me. You don't wanna miss another odyssey. I'm an apologist for mythology, and Artemis reincarnate with archery. Poseidon retired, I gotta seize. Hercules is a cheap knockoff of me, cause I'm capable of double the colossal feats. But I don't want a gold medal, let me don a wreath. You're not gonna get a break from an olive tree. If you wanna start a public argument, I'll give you some of Socrates and Lactus. Will Sparta kick you off this Acropolis? I keep an eye locked on my target. I've got cycloptic focus, so I won't be spotted with the local drunken lotus eating homeless. I'll be the strongest of any legend to ever become historic. I am a warrior, doesn't mean I'm gonna be heroic. Broken down, shamed and betrayed. Can't back a blade with no name. I feel like changing the game. You're burn up, battle cries are in vain. Fight not for glory and fame. Vengeance cannot be contained. Your
Alright, so how do we feel about... Wait, I forgot this chunk. Not at the how do we feel about it point quite yet. Alright, now. Like, we haven't thrown any gradients in it yet, or anything like that. What do we think? Hell yeah. Ah shit, we got ads starting in a minute according to my OBS. I can't snooze them. So I think we're gonna throw some gradients. I think I might darken up the outline on the bone chunks. Yeah, honestly, I think I might darken up the outlines and everything. I don't know, I like where it's at with the green. Yeah, actually, I'm pretty happy with that now. When we do the shading, I think I'm going to throw the original drawing over the top of it with a low opacity, so I kind of have a better idea of like where I had intended to have shading, because we're going to make the shading pretty intense for this. I want to have a lot of contrast. Let's get some gradients in here.
Whether you like it or not, you can just die on the spot. When villagers hate you a lot, nobody could bring what I brought. When selling your soul for a shot, don't think that you cannot be bought. They teach you to measure the cost, cause kids are so easily lost. I'm mindless and move like a bot. It's wartime and if you get caught, I go for the head on the spot, or go for the heart like a clot. I showed you the premise and plot, but now it's like ninjas forgot. I couldn't escape from the ride, but I was just skipping some rocks. When you stand on the mountain, nobody holds nothing above you. You fight for the real ones, but only the fake ones, they love you. All I need is one eye with a shotting gun, I'm coming through to fulfill the prophecy, and that's exactly what I do. When you stand on the mountain, nobody holds nothing above you. You fight for the real ones, but only the fake ones, they love you. All I need is one eye with a shotting gun, I'm coming through to fulfill the prophecy, and where my ninjas at? All I need is one eye. I still beat a senpai. Bring one team or bring five. An army in one guy. Step right up, don't be shy. Uchiha without trying. You don't wait for no sign. All I need is one time. You kill me, you just lying. You capping and denying. The rules still be applying. Shotting gun in the eye. Your shoes still the wrong size. Walk in mine without crying. Walk in mine without dying. Walk in mine without flying. When you stand on the mountain, nobody holds nothing above you. You fight for the real ones, but only the fake ones, they love you. All I need is one eye with a shotting gun, I'm coming through to fulfill the prophecy, and that's exactly what I do. When you stand on the mountain, nobody holds nothing above you. You fight for the real ones, but only the fake ones, they love you. All I need is one eye with a shotting gun, I'm coming through to fulfill the prophecy, and where my ninjas at?
are popped, I think I might go psycho. Shoot out everything that's on you, give your guts some lipo. Grapple up above the DMZ, so stay insured like Geico. I know pyro taking states, get looted up, we're going viral. In the chopper, raining down some hell, so tell the pilot fly low. Viral, shoot some rockets at the silo, make them red like Milo. I've been waiting for this moment, let the hype flow, mess you up like typho. Everybody wanna be the best, blowing up the enemy, they're never gonna test. Breaking everything and shoot them up into the chest. Penetrating anything, you better bring a vest. Calm and peace, got up on the streets, Nuketown where the veterans at. Been a minute, so I play for keeps at the top.
Just remember, you don't have to worry about your ads right now. Oh, hell yeah. I forgot about that too, honestly.
Try to stop me, bring a friend. Katie charted higher than a trend. Scoping in the AYA. Put you in the brain, yeah. Never been the same as ya. When I'm in the game, you know it's lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, lights out. In it, lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, yeah, you know it's lights out. Just like a paladin tearing right through your skull. That 50 caliber power will send you up to your home. Hit the zone. Afterlife is chasing rampart in my pocket. When my ammo gets exhausted, I'll load it up. Watch me cock it. Rock it. Straight into your vehicle, blow it into oblivion. See that you got a edge, I'll catch up cause I got a million. Brilliant with the vapor, I'm nading you while you can. I'm treating it like it's league play, ain't letting off, not a chance. Throwing action to your leg, watch you stumble, fall and die. Cluster naded to the building, light 'em up and feel alive. No revive, once you're down you're really out, so come and fight. Feel the pressure cutting straight into the bone just like a knife. Got a ray gun, I went to the crane.
No EP. Sorry.
Stay on target till the end. Know the mission fully kitted, okay, and try to stop me, bring a friend. Katie charted higher than a trend. Scoping in the AYA. Put you in the brain, yeah. Never been the same as ya. When I'm in the game, yeah, you know it's lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, lights out. In it, lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, yeah, you know it's lights out. Scoping in the AYA. Put you in the brain, yeah. Never been the same as ya. When I'm in the game, yeah, you know it's lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, lights out. In it, lights out. Lights out, lights out, yeah. When I'm in it, yeah, you know it's lights out. Been a minute since I came for they neck. I just rock. Then I move to the next. I got something going smooth through they chest. I want the world, believe that it's nothing less. Yeah, if you get in my way, then I'll kill. Let them check on the blade, it's all real. Hands together, let's praise them. This is a special occasion, homie. If you don't save them, I will. Don't play with me, I'm something like a deity. Here to take you from A to Z. They laughing in the stands, underestimate the man's cause of frailty. I've been standing toe to toe on the daily, make haste. Take faith. Calm state. Open up your mind, introduce you to the realms. All 6 of them bitches, I'm thinking something malicious. Digging deep in the trenches, you must have did something wrong. Want the beef with the fixins, I just compete for a seat at the table when y'all not invited in the home. Yeah, I'm making puppets, no Geppetto. Hit the ground sharp like stilettos. Up and down, I promise I never settle. This a lifetime achievement, need a medal. Been a minute since I came for they neck. I just rock.
Alright, we're just about out of time. I think this is as far as we're gonna make it today. I think we've got a pretty good, like, I think we've got a pretty good start here, a solid start.
Let 'em check on the blade, it's all real. Hands together, let's praise 'em. This a special occasion, homie. If you don't save them, I will. It's my story, I'm writing to tell all just when you
Looks
thought
epic.
you
Awesome.
fell off. I've been chosen.
I just realized I got through all of that without saving once. Oh my god. So bad with that.
Head south. You just look like a rat, you dead mouse. Got me signing a pact, this death note. It's about time that your character's written off. No plot, non-stop, like a nose filled with snot. Wanna lie, I just had to let the light minds know. Sending shots, so you better let that lifeline go. You sensitive, your resistance is a lifetime show. I'm impressed with myself like who Wayne. Never been with a scratch to smooth pain. This light striking a match to kerosene attached to clever bean. I'm crazy like teen angst. Been a minute since I came for they neck. I just rock. Then I move to the next. I got something going smooth through they chest.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hold off on showing him like where we're at with it until we have the shading done, and we're just gonna hand him a finished product and hope he's happy with it. I think. But since we're moving on to shading next, let's go ahead and scooch these layers around. That'll help me have an idea of like what I'm throwing down for shading later. And like I said, we're gonna have some pretty high contrast on this. I feel like that'll add to the piece. I'm gonna go ahead and give that a save for now. Might actually export a PNG of this just to like put in my Discord. Alright, let's get Twitch open. Let's see who's live and doing stuff. Someone we haven't rated in a minute. You know what? I see Keeman's on. Let's go say hi to Keeman. Your head nod? Alright. Nighty night. Demons. Way at the bottom. Why? Alright. Much love and appreciation to everyone who hung out today. Hope you had a good time. This is the last stream of the week, as I said. We are having our wedding ceremony this weekend. I won't be on until next week, starting Tuesday. That also includes no Bloodborne stream this weekend. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week. I hope life treats you well. Let's go share some love and appreciation with our boy Keeman right now.